to another colourful drama prepared by our very own Sydney Murugan Youth Circle drama group. Today's performance is an excerpt from the great epic Mahabharata. It is a highly dramatic and enthralling story centred around a royal family who are at war with one another, and is filled with heroism, bloodshed, philosophy, history, amongst others. So, without much ado, I would like to introduce you to the characters in this scene. First, we have the Pandavas, and the oldest and most noble one of all, Prince Yudhishthira, played by Senduran. Then we have the respected Arjuna, played by Nimalan. The twins, Nakula, played by Shiva, and Sahadev, played by Dayan. Last but not least, we have the hot-headed Bhima, played by Jayan. And we mustn't forget the beautiful Draupadi, played by Nami. And the Pandavas' humble guard, Ajandan. Now we have the wicked Kauravas, the oldest king Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, played by Santosh. Duryodhana's brother, Dushashna, played by Swarupan. And the person who comes up with schemes to destroy the Pandavas, the crafty uncle Shakuni, played by Krishna. The voice of the king Dhritarashtra is played by Nero. So, what have we here? On one side, we have the Pandavas, and on the other, we have the Kauravas. Why do the Kauravas hate the Pandavas so much? What do the Pandavas have that the Kauravas don't? And why can't they live in harmony with one another? So many questions and so few answers. I now invite you to sit back, relax, and watch the drama unfold.
Had 100 sons. Descendants of Kuru, they were known collectively as the Kauravas. Dhritarashtra ascended the throne after the untimely death of his brother, King Pandu, who was struck down in the prime of his life by a curse. Dhritarashtra thus became the guardian of his nephews, the Pandavas. The Pandavas and the Kauravas lived together and received training in the arts of war and peace and sciences relevant for the royal clan. The eldest among the Pandavas was called Yudhishthira. He was an embodiment of Dharma, or righteousness, and commanded the loyalty of his 4 brothers. The eldest among the Kauravas, Duryodhana, had a malevolent nature and was jealous of his noble cousins. His brothers emulated him in these wicked qualities. In time, King Dhritarashtra proclaimed Yudhishthira, the eldest of all the princes, as heir apparent to the throne. Consumed with envy, Duryodhana and his Kaurava brothers began scheming to dispose Yudhishthira. Duryodhana seeks the advice of his cunning uncle, Shakuni, an infamous dice player. Knowing full well that a Kshatriya cannot refuse an invitation to play, and that gambling is Yudhishthira's one weakness, Shakuni advises Duryodhana to invite his cousin to a game of dice. A messenger is dispatched to the court of the Pandavas.
Brother, do you think it's wise to accept this invitation? After all, Shakuni is known for his devious nature.
I agree with Arjuna. I place no trust in those wicked Kauravas. They cannot bear the thought of us. living in happiness. Brother, I'm sure they're out to cheat us of home and hearth.
My dear Bhima, let us not be hasty. I have faith that our cousins mean us no harm. Let's accept this invitation as a token of their goodwill.
Oh, brother, the Kauravas have shown many a time to have affection for us.
After all, they've tried time and again to vanquish us. Perhaps this is yet another attempt.
Perhaps? There's no doubt about it. This is another crafty scheme cooked up by that malevolent Duryodhana and his immoral uncle, Shakuni.
Patience, people. No matter what their intentions, our uncle, King Dhritarashtra, has extended his invitation, and as such, I am unable to refuse. We receive fruits of good and ill according to the dispensation of our Creator. Regardless of whether I play this game, those fruits are inevitable. Though the game may prove destructive to me, I cannot refuse. We will attend.
But
As you wish, brother. God! Go to the Kauravas and deliver this message. We accept the invitation to a game of dice.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
It is done, brother. We'll leave the rest in God's hands.
Dhritarashtra. The Kauravas are plotting against their noble cousins. Unable to bear the prospect of sharing his kingdom, Duryodhana turns to his uncle, the deceitful Shakuni, for guidance.
Shakuni, I must be king. After all, I am the firstborn of Dhritarashtra. My wealth and pleasures do not give me any satisfaction, since I have witnessed the greater prosperity of Yudhishthira. I cannot sit here and be ruled by my own cousins when I should be king.
Duryodhana, that is why our plan is for the best. If we cannot beat the Pandavas by force, we will have to beat them by a crafty scheme. I know Yudhishthira has a weakness for gambling, and by inviting him here for a game of dice, we will be able to defeat him for high stakes and ruin it completely. And then you will be the king.
I hope you're right. But what if he doesn't accept the challenge? I'm relying on you to get my kingdom back.
Duryodhana, have no faith in me. My magic dice will win us the throne. Yudhishthira is a keen gambler, but a terrible dice player. I, on the other hand, am a highly skilled player.
Yes, you're an expert at cheating.
Dushashana, you have much to learn. I'm not cheating. I'm merely exploiting your weakness.
Brother, as Uncle Shakuni says, fear not. We will crush those insignificant sons of Pandu. No one can conquer us, the mighty Kauravas.
Prince Yudhishthira and his brothers are here.
Show them in. And let the fun begin.
Welcome, Prince Yudhishthira. Please be seated.
Thank you, Uncle. Greetings, cousin. I hope I find you well.
As well as can be. I trust I shall feel much better after this game. Today we will see who is the greater of the princes.
Dear cousin, it is not through heroism or merit that one succeeds in a game of chance. I'm sure you're well aware of the dire consequences of gambling.
Come now, Yudhishthira. A game of dice is no more than an encounter of wits, similar to a battle or a discussion between scholars. The learned man will triumph over the ignorant. It is a test of skill, and the better man wins in every case. If you're afraid, please do not play. But please do not use these worn excuses of right and wrong.
Well, who is to play with me?
My brother and I will put forward the stakes. And our uncle here, Shakuni, will cast the dice in our stead.
It is not, I think, customary for one man to play on behalf of another.
Come now, Yudhishthira. I see that you're forging another excuse. These Pandavas.
Very well, I will play.
Then let us begin.
A small amount of money and jewellery was put at stake. The dice was rolled and Shakuni won the throw. At his urging, the stakes were raised and Yudhishthira pledged his lands. Thus the game progressed, and every time Shakuni mysteriously came up with the right numbers. The spectators were puzzled, but Yudhishthira was bound to lose, as the cunning Shakuni used his charmed dice to secretly rig the outcome of the game.
Brother, do you think it is wise to continue? Perhaps it is time to bring this game to a close.
Come now. Surely a true king such as yourself will not give up now. But these are only small stakes. Let us play for something that matters. Come, Yudhishthira. Are you brave enough to stake your kingdom, Indraprastha?
My kingdom,
Yeah.
Indraprastha. So be it.
Arjuna, stop him.
Hush, Sahadev. Our brother is a man of his word. I just hope he knows when he's coming.
Rejoice, brothers! The kingdom is ours. The Kauravas will once again rule over all of Hastinapura. It appears that you will no longer have any use for this, Prince Yudhishthira. Let it be placed where it rightfully belongs, on the head of the Kauravas.
You've lost your kingdom and all your wealth. It's better you call it quits and leave this palace. However, out of the kindness of our hearts, we will allow you to lead the life of an ordinary commoner.
No, a Kshatriya prince does not give up. I am sure that I will be able to win my kingdom back.
But what have you left to stake?
Well,
You have your brothers.
Prince, is this lawful and wise? How can I wager my brothers?
You are Prince Dharma. You have the duty to protect your kingdom, no matter what the cost. Do you refuse to play?
Well, I must win the kingdom back. And if it's come to this, yes, I will. I will wager my brothers.
What kind of a stake is this? Surely our brother will not forsake us.
This is the work of that crafty Shakuni. If only I had my sword with me.
Hush, brother. There is nothing we can do. Yudhishthira has pledged us as his stake, and no matter how incompetent the dice player is, he is still our elder brother, and as such, we are bound by his wishes.
Nakula is right. We are duty bound to obey our brother. Let us have faith, and he will protect us.
Once again, the dice was rolled. And once again, to the dismay of the Pandavas, Yudhishthira lost. Not only did he lose Nakula, but also Sahadev, Bhima, and Arjuna.
Look, brother, 4 fine slaves for the Kaurava kingdom. Yes, I shall definitely look forward to making them obey my orders. What say you, Shakuni? Has this game of fate come to an end?
That is in the hands of the noble Yudhishthira. Will you refuse us the pleasure of another round?
What choice has he? He has staked and lost everything. His kingdom, his wealth, and now even his 4 brothers. What has he left to offer us? You're right, brother. The once prosperous Yudhishthira has lost all. The only possession he has now is himself.
Yes, he is himself. What say you, dear Yudhishthira? Will you stake yourself and redeem your losses?
I am unable to refuse your request and to win back all that I have lost. I am prepared to wager myself.
Okay, Abhyaka, I guess you are right. The Mahabharata is better than Harry Potter, I guess.
Well, I was hoping you'd say that. So what did you think of the drama?
Well, I didn't pay attention to this part of the book when I was reading it. But one question though, isn't gambling bad and isn't Yudhishthira the good guy? So why is Yudhishthira gambling?
Well, do you remember how the Pandavas received an invitation to the game of dice?
Yeah.
Well, they received the invitation from their uncle, King Dhritarashtra, who raised them after their father had died. So, Yudhishthira held him in very high esteem and wanted to obey his request.
Yeah, but gambling's still bad, isn't it?
Yes, but let's not forget that the game of dice was the idea of the evil Shakuni. Yudhishthira, being a Kshatriya prince, had to obey this invitation.
Kshatriya? What does that mean?
Kshatriya? Well, it's a Sanskrit word for warrior. A warrior is duty-bound to accept any invitation or challenge.
Okay, so Shakuni knew that Yudhishthira could not say no to a game of dice. Okay, Abhyaka. So now Yudhishthira has lost his wealth, his kingdom, his brothers, and now he wants to gamble himself. Can't he see that the Kauravas are cheating? I thought it was pretty obvious.
Yes, I think he may know that they're being dishonest. After all, Shakuni is known for being a devious player.
Yeah, but if he knew that they were cheating, then why didn't he stop them? Yudhishthira is a prince. He can do whatever he wants. Why didn't he stop Shakuni?
Well, Yudhishthira is the embodiment of goodness and honesty. And he loved his cousins, even though they were greedy. So by continuing to play, he was giving them a chance to redeem themselves.
Here's another question. How and why can you gamble a person? Like, can I gamble my brothers away over a game of dice? Actually, that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Seriously though, is there anything in the Hindu traditions that say that the elders own his siblings or the husband owns his wife?
Well, it looks like the movie's about to start again, but if we watch, maybe it'll all become a little clearer. Okay.
Brother, roll the dice and bring us back what has been lost.
Haha, we have won again!
The dice has gone against us once again. But how can this be so?
What is rightfully ours has been returned to us with interest. Thanks to you.
Well, Yudhishthira, the game of fate has come to an end. You've staked all, and yet you've lost everything. Just think, if you had one more possession to stake, then you could win it all back. Your kingdom, your wealth, your brothers, and even yourself, all will be lost forever unless you can win them back. But of course, he has nothing left. Game is over. Hastinapura is ours.
Dear brother, pay no attention. We have staked enough. We are doomed. There is nothing more for us to do.
Nakula is right. We are at the mercy of the Kauravas. Our well-being has been decided on a game of dice. But I fear that this is no ordinary game of dice. There has been some trickery at work.
But how can this be? Trickery? What trickery? We were right here. It happened right in front of us.
Brother, we must get to the bottom of this. There has been some foul play at work.
Well, Yudhishthira, what have you decided? Are you prepared to concede defeat?
No, I have not lost all. I stake my wife, Draupadi.
Brother, I protest. There's some sort of trickery at work here. We have already lost everything. Besides, we have no right to gamble Draupadi away.
Hush, Bhima. Have faith. Although it may seem that all is lost, good will overcome any form of deception.
Shakuni yet again rolls his magic dice, and to their shock and horror, the Pandavas find themselves on the losing end of the wager.
Well, what a glorious day it has been. Not only have we reclaimed our kingdom, but now the 5 worthy Pandavas, and now Draupadi. Dushashna, go fetch our new serving maid.
Yes, you're right, Duryodhana. A game of dice is no more than an encounter of wits, and still is lost. After all, a man who could not even protect his own family surely cannot be responsible for the fate of an entire kingdom.
No! Come here, you slave! No! Let me go! No! Let me go! Brothers, our new serving maid refuses to obey my orders, so I had to use some persuasion to bring her here. Perhaps she is not aware of what has happened here. Draupadi, your husband has wagered you in a game of dice and lost. You now belong to me.
Oh, Vidura! Bhishma! You are all gathered here as a witness to my humiliation. Yet you say nothing at all. How could you consent to my being staked by Lord Yudhishthira, who was himself tricked and cheated into a game by wicked schemers? Since he was no longer a free man, how could he stake anything at all?
Come now, Draupadi. Let it be clear that there was no entrapment or cheating at play. Your husband, as of his own initiative, staked you and lost. It was a fair and impartial game which I have won by virtue of my skills. And as such, you now belong to Duryodhana.
You're right, Shakuni. There's no doubt about it. Draupadi, you're now mine. Even the clothes you wear are the Kauravas' property. Dushashna, go fetch the robes of our new serving maid and hand them over to Shakuni.
My father had faith in your strength and courage when he gave me to you. I am about to be humiliated, yet you stand there with folded arms. Are you not ashamed?
Dushasana!
Move on, slave!
Lord Krishna, I have been forsaken by my husband.
Krishna, you are my only hope. Will you not save your devotee? Oh, Lord Krishna! Oh, Lord Krishna, help! Oh, help! Oh, help me!
Finally, overcome by sheer exhaustion, Dushashana collapsed.
Victory to Lord Krishna!
Dushasana, you arrogant fool! How dare you take advantage of an innocent woman? I swear, I will make you pay with your life for your sins against Draupadi. Those arms of yours, which stabbed into her garments, will be torn apart by my sword.
King! Father-in-law, I call you, for you have been a father to your nephews. My husband. How is it possible for one who has staked and lost himself to retain the right to wager me? My husbands are forsaken, but I am free. Will you not save your daughter-in-law when she has lost her husband? Great King, you must answer.
Father, Draupadi was lawfully won. Do not argue. Draupadi, do not argue. You belong to me now. You will soon forget your husbands.
Duryodhana, I promise you, I will crush you with my club and humiliate you in front of all your kingsmen. I will vindicate Draupadi's honor with your destruction. Mark my words. Your fate has been sealed by your evil actions today.
Dhritarashtra, deep in his blindness, lost in love to his sons, suddenly felt cold with fear for his sons.
Draupadi, daughter, you have suffered enough at the hands of my sons. You are free. Ask for any boon you desire.
Set my lord Yudhishthira free.
As you wish. Yudhishthira is free. Daughter, your courage and determination are overwhelming. Ask for another boon.
Nakula, Sahadev, Arjuna, Bhima, they are all blameless. Set them free.
Your wish is granted. They are free. Let their chariots and armor be returned. Draupadi, forgive my sons for their evil actions. You may ask a third boon.
I need no further boon. Anything further I shall need, they will win for me with their strength and valor.
All that has been lost will be restored to the Pandavas. Yudhishthira, you are a noble and righteous man. You may return to your kingdom in safety, your fortunes intact. Rule prosperously at Indraprastha, and for my sake, forget all that has occurred here today.
You old blind fool! Ever the scared rabbit.
Dear uncle, you have been our guardian and sovereign. We cannot disobey your wishes. It was at your behest that I accepted the invitation to this game of dice. And it is at your request that we now leave peacefully.
Go in peace, my child.
I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. Mahabharata, the Game of Fate, was brought to you today by the evil Kauravas, Santosh Sivapadan as Duryodhana, Krishna Satyamurthy as the crafty Uncle Shakuni, and Sarupan Sivapalan as the Shashna. The noble Pandavas, headed by Sandhuran Nagarajan as Yudhishthira, Narmada Thamipillai as Draupadi, Jayan Ramakrishnan as Bhima, Nimalan Sivarajasingam as Arjuna, Dayan Sivanathan as Sahadev, and Shiva Panchalingam as Nakula. The Loyal Guard was played by Ajanthan Shan, and the voice of King Dhritarashtra by Nirojan Thambipillai. Our great Lord Krishna by Sayo Sivapadan, and Janthini Sivarajasingam as narrator. It has been said of the Mahabharata, what is not in it is nowhere. The conflict between the Pandavas and Kauravas represents the eternal conflict of the human spirit, as we struggle between what is right and what is more convenient. This epic may be thousands of years old, but its message is enduring. An adherence to Dharma, or our moral duty, and an unswerving faith in God will see us through the toughest of times. What we have just witnessed is a very small part of the Mahabharata, but we hope that it inspires you all to further explore this amazing epic, copies of which are available in the Sydney Murugan Resource Centre. Thank you.
I guess you were right, Abhiyaka. It's much easier to understand the Mahabharata visually.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, but I have one question. Isn't Yudhishthira lost himself, and how can he go and stake Draupadi? Poor Draupadi. She went through so much.
Yeah, she did. And Yudhishthira, you must know, didn't have any skill in the game of dice. So, he was tricked into playing against a cunning gambler like Shakuni. And Yudhishthira was so enthralled and so addicted by the game of dice that he lost all sense. It was a one-sided game.
Yeah, I didn't see Duryodhana staking his wife or his brothers. Yudhishthira didn't even ask them to stake anything.
That's right, he didn't.
So, one more question though. Why does Draupadi have 5 husbands? Isn't that pretty weird?
Yeah, it is a bit unusual, but they're all symbolic. Each husband symbolises a different quality that a woman is supposed to possess, namely, honesty, strength, fearlessness, devotion, and knowledge.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, you'll have to read the book, won't you?